good venture capital is about understanding where the pattern is about to be broken. So humans, right? We are pattern seeking creatures. We brush our teeth every day. We drive to work the same way. And for the most part, behaving according to a pattern enhances our survival. It helps us fit in the social hierarchy. It helps us, it helps us run away from saber-toothed tigers when they, are coming after us, stuff like that. But like in startups, back to this premise that it's never a fair fight, a startup has to engage in activities that break patterns. They have to do two things. They have to have an idea that's pattern breaking, that defies the norms, that changes the rules. But then the founders themselves have to engage in pattern breaking behaviors, which kind of gets to your question. So, for example, Justin Kahn, when he pitched me on Justin TV at the time, which was a terrible idea, I remember thinking this is a terrible idea, but I like this guy and I like the technology they're building. And then that night when I was studying it some more, they had sold their prior company, Kiko, which was a calendar company. They'd sold it on eBay. And I was like, who does that? And I was like, these are the kinds of guys that win because they're, pattern breakers engage in behaviors and activities that conventional people wouldn't normally engage in. In hindsight, one of the foolish things that I did was passing on a startup called Air Bed and Breakfast before it applied to YC. And Brian Chesky, when he pitched me, there's a box or a room full of cereal boxes, Obama O's and Captain McCain Crunch. And like looking back on it, that was much more of a feature than a bug because it showed that he was willing to do unconventional things to get unconventional results. And so that's a lot of what I look for. And when I'm talking to founders or prospective founders, I'm trying to understand what are the types of things that they're wildly interested just for their own sake. What are projects they've done in their lifetime that they did just because? What are things that they've done that didn't improve their status or the dominance hierarchy, but rather were just like things that they did for their own sake, for their own independent reasons. And so, that's been an important indicator for me a lot of times.